Cities of Gold Casino presents DJ Drastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you guys out to the Cities of Gold Casino. Inside the Golden Cantina, we brought karaoke starting at 9 o'clock with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host. I hope to see you guys every Saturday night at the Cities of Gold Casino inside the Golden Cantina.
Drastic Entertainment.
And welcome to CallMeOz.net Live. It is that happy hump day again. I have Mr. McLain from Kamikazee Karaoke here today. Say hello to everybody.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
Yeah, so if you don't know this guy, you should know this guy. He is an amazing KJ. He does some great shows. We're going to talk more about him and his company and a little bit about where he is, where you can find him, and stuff like that as we go on throughout the show. So glad you're here, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Oz.
It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. He's a neighbor of mine also in the mountains, so we both share the same snow.
Yeah, and there's plenty of it. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
If you need some snow, don't worry. Just go about 20 miles east.
Yeah.
You'll find plenty of it. It's still plenty of it up there.
Oh, yeah.
So I've had a really busy week. I've been in a ton of venues the last week. I am in a ton of venues this week as well. A lot of this is in preparation for stuff that's coming up and stuff that's going on. There's a lot of excitement cranking up in the karaoke community. A lot of it has to do with McLain, which is why he's here tonight. And we're going to talk more about that in a minute. So last week, when I left here, I did head down to Leo's and I saw KJ Allen. They do karaoke every Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 10 p.m. You ever done karaoke there?
I have not. I've not been down there yet.
Fun place. Yeah. Good times.
And that's what, 12th and Candelaria?
12th and Candelaria.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I ran up to the Sandbar. They do karaoke every Wednesday from 8 to 12, and they have a special event that is starting tonight. So we're going to talk about that again in a minute. And then that's with Amos. And then I ran down to Los Lunas, saw KJ Danielson, and then I went to Isleta and saw Drastic. And then on Thursday, I started my night in Rio Rancho, of all places, with Jack. And then I came down to the Valley and I saw KJ Puddles, Lucky 66 Bowl. And they do karaoke every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 1. And then I went to Fiestas, where they do karaoke every Friday and Saturday from 9 to 1. They have Drastic on Fridays and Letitia on Saturdays. And then I ended my night with Candy DeVille, KJ Will, up there. And by the way, he will be my guest next week. And then, let's see, last night was an easy night. I started with KJ Seth. And then I ended my night with Drastic over at Sidewinders. And they do karaoke Tuesday from 9 to 1:30. You want to trade places?
Sure. I don't know if I have enough time to trade places.
I want to say hello to Renee and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, Renee.
Yes, and we're going to open up phone lines here in about 10 minutes. So if you want to call in, if you've got an event going on, you're more than welcome to call in, tell us all about it. If you want to have chat with McLain, you can do that. Or if you just want to say hello. So tonight, as soon as we're done with this show, I got to run down to the Sandbar where, like I said, we have an event going on. It's called Karaoke Lottery. So we'll talk about that more in a minute. And then after that, on Thursday, I will be at Twist with Drastic. They do karaoke on Thursday from 9 to 1. That's downtown. And then I will go downtown to see Benny right around the corner from there. And then on Friday, we finally are to Friday.
Friday night.
Friday night. Why don't you tell everybody what's going on Friday night?
We're going to be starting up karaoke at Red Velvet Underground. 7 to 11, I believe, is going to be the time frame.
Correct.
We've been over there a few times checking it out. It seems like it's going to be a fun little venue. They've got an awesome little stage. The ambiance in there is awesome. You guys have to come check it out. I think it's going to be a good night. We got a lot of people coming out, and we're going to jam out. So it should be a good time. You guys come out and see us.
We're excited. I'm excited. I will be there from 7 to 11 the whole time. And we've actually even created a special menu for the karaoke nights there. So you can plan on eating dinner there. I mean, we have everything from full-blown dinners to just appetizers. She has special drinks, like if you've never had her lemonades before, they are epic. She has beer specials. She has regular sodas. So family friendly.
So any of you guys have kids that want to come out and sing, bring them along.
That's right. Come out and have a good time. Everybody under the age of 18 does have to be accompanied by an adult. When I was talking to her today, she's going to go pick up some board games.
Yeah.
Because that's always fun. So there's going to be plenty of board games there.
Yeah.
So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, this should be a good time. And McLain will be in it. Now, I'm going to leave there at 11 and go to Louie's Pub and see Tommy Hurricane for about an hour. They do karaoke every Friday and Saturday from 9 to 1. And then my life doesn't stop then. So next Tuesday, I'm really looking forward to this. If y'all don't remember, Buck D was on my show about a month ago. Do you know who Buck D is?
I do not.
Hilarious comedian. Funny guy. I will be on his show next Tuesday called Shut Up and Talk. And this is a radio podcast. You can go to his Facebook page to get connected to it, I believe. And I will be there from 8:30 to 10:30, and their show is every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So looking forward to that. And then on Wednesday, I have another busy night. I'll go back to Leo's again. And then I will be going to Shift Change, which is one of our new karaoke venues. That used to be the old Low Spirits, in case you want to know where that is. Phantom Truckers, the KJ, that's Wednesdays from 7 to 11. And then I will go to the Sandbar again, and that'll be with Amos, just so I can pop in, see how the karaoke lottery's going. And then I will end my night at Copper Lounge with Cold Breeze Karaoke. They do it every Wednesday from 8 to 12, so just a few venues to sing at.
Just a few, man.
Yeah, just a few. Typical story of my life.
Yeah.
So we're going to check out a few things on the website really quick, just to show you all a couple of things that we've changed a little bit, but no major changes. One thing we've got here is you may have noticed we've added a third row of buttons. Now, actually, a lot of these buttons some were down here, and some were over here, so we just thought we'd make it easy and pop them up here. One is Where's Oz Tonight? That's the one we're going to look at. We also have featured events. You can go there. This will tell you specifically what events we're promoting. This is advertising services, event services, quick posts. This will follow me on Facebook. Karaoke listings. So if you just want to find out where the karaoke listings are, you can just go there. And our new page that we're adding is magic shows. So that's part of the reason. So, but what we're looking at here is Where's Oz Tonight? So if you click on this button, it will take you to Where's Oz Tonight. This is telling you where I'm at. So you can find the venues of where I am. We usually put a poster up here that scrolls. And then right down here is my complete schedule. Looks like we have it out till, I think, when I go to El Paso. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm back to El Paso again, starting the week of February 18th. So I'll be in 4 venues down there each week, a Monday night, a Tuesday night, a Wednesday, and a Thursday night. So spreading my wings a little further. And then also, this little scroller right here is where we put our events up. So we're talking about this event right here. When you click on these events, it will take you to the Facebook event, and you can find out what's going on. So here's all the details about what we were talking about on Friday. Should be a good time.
Yeah.
And then the other event that we have going on.
There.
Huh?
Looks like we got a few people ready to show up and sing.
We do. We're looking at 37 and 6, so that's right around 43. So it should be a good night. And then the other event, of course, is the Sandbar event, which we're going to talk about a little bit more. And this is going to go on every Wednesday for 13 weeks. So I'll give you the details about that in just a moment. So there you go. That's the whole website situation that's going on. So we're going to talk, like I said, a little bit more about first the Sandbar event, since that one's tonight. What are you doing tonight?
Tonight, I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like maybe Sandbar, huh?
It might sound like the Sandbar. So what the Sandbar is, we've been talking about this for a little while. So it starts tonight. It's going to be called Karaoke Lottery. When you come in, you sing a song. There will be a sheet of the numbers 1 to 100 on it, and you put your name next to a number. And then about 11:15, they have one of those cages that they have the bingo balls in. Mm-hmm. And they're going to roll that, and the KJ will, or somebody will pull a ball out, and it will have a number on it. If your number matches the number that you wrote your name on, then you win the jackpot. So the jackpot starts tonight at $50, and then every single Wednesday that somebody doesn't win it, the bar will add $50 to it. So it could just grow and grow. So in 13 weeks, it could grow to $650.
Yeah. Be a good jackpot there.
Yeah. Even $100, even $50 is nice. Yeah. So.
Hey, singing, having fun, make a little extra money. Can't beat that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great thing. So, if y'all want to come on down to Sandbar, this starts at 8 o'clock tonight. And like I say, we do the drawing or the ball picking, whatever you want to call it, right about between 11 and 11:30. So you definitely want to be in before then. So there you go with that. And I want to welcome aboard Amos and Mike.
What's up, fellas?
Yes. Hello,
Thanks for
guys.
joining us.
Absolutely. And if anybody wants to call in, you can call in now. The phone lines are open. So you can tell us about your events, or you can just tell us about your life. And if you're... Maybe not.
We're all open ears here.
We don't really want to hear about your life. We see enough of it on Facebook, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
So let's just go ahead and skip that one. If you have an event or you're a KJ and you want to tell us about your play, or if you're a comedian and you want to tell us about your comedy shows,
Yeah.
or if you're a band and you want to tell us about, hey, we're good with all that good stuff. That's what we're here for.
It's good to know what's going on around town. If you don't get it out there, no one's going to show up. So it's a good thing to get out there and promote. It's a good way to do it.
And we have a phone call coming in. This would be the guy that we'll be seeing tonight. Hello, senor. You are on Call Me Oz Live.
How's it going, Oz?
It is going very well. And you, Mr. Amos?
I'm doing well. How are you, McLain?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good.
Just getting ready. I was just finishing eating some dinner now. Gonna relax for about 30 minutes and then head out to the Sandbar.
There you go. We're looking forward to this tonight. We're all ready to kick this off, right?
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Good. I have the sheets with 100 blank spots on it that need 100 names.
Okay.
So that's
Sounds good.
That's where we are, man. So why don't you tell everybody where Can You Karaoke can be found every week?
Canyon Karaoke can be found on Mondays and Tuesdays at Sideline Sports Bar and Grill. Lately it's been from 9 to midnight with Country Joe.
Right.
And then Wednesday nights, of course, I'm at Sandbar.
Right.
Yours truly from 8 to 12. And then on Thursday nights at FM Bar and Grill with yours truly starting at 9 o'clock. And we usually run there till about 1:30.
Very nice. I believe I'm there next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, looking forward to it. So we'll see you here in just a little bit.
Sounds good. See you soon, Tom. See you soon, Oz.
Thanks for calling in, man.
Good night, guys.
All right, good night.
Bye.
So there you go. That was Famous Amos. So ready for that one. So back onto Red Velvet Underground. So we're going to be doing this every Friday night.
Every Friday, either myself or KJ Marchini will be there. He's going to be helping me out with that gig moving forward. So, yeah, we'll be there every Friday.
Nice.
7 to 11.
Is your youngest daughter going to be there?
Oh, I'm sure she'll be making it there.
Okay.
As she's getting older, she doesn't like to sing as much as when she was younger. When she was 2, you couldn't keep her off the mic. And now that she's 5, she doesn't like to sing as much. But yeah, she's getting shy.
Is she getting shy?
Yeah.
Oh.
But my other daughter Bailey, she's excited to sing. So
Nice.
she wants to come and check it out.
So she'll be there most likely?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. And now Bailey was actually in the state fair one year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right. 2016, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, year before
awesome.
last. Yeah.
Yep. So that's very cool. So every Friday, Red Velvet Underground karaoke with Kamikazee Karaoke, and that will be from 7 to 11. The only one that they start about an hour late is the first Friday of every month because they have a band booked that does that gig, and then they're done about 8-ish. And then as soon as they're done, then we kick right in.
So we'll get a little bit of a late start, but we'll be there.
But we'll still be there and still have a
Check,
good time.
come check out the bands, you know. I mean, relax, have an hour, get some of the karaoke feel going, you know. Mm-hmm. It's a good time to get that rolling. So
yeah,
come by and check it out.
And the band that is there is, I will tell you, is a really good band.
Cool.
In fact, the singer for that is one of our normal people in the karaoke community. Her name is Margie Good. So I don't know if you've seen her at Tractor, because I don't know if she goes to Tractor. She usually goes to like the downtown bars, and I've seen her at Copper Lounge and Louie's, I believe. So
I'd probably recognize her if I saw her.
I'm pretty sure you've seen her at least once someplace.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So then the other thing that's going on is we got everything back from the source, which I will go over the details with you on. I just found out the details this afternoon. So it has been rescheduled. The location is going to be announced, but it's going to be moving forward. What the source is a business-to-business networking group. And so when you become a member of this group, you get connected with other businesses. So what they're hosting is they're going to host a networking event. And at the networking event, KJ McLain will be the DJ and MC for the night. And we will have mostly DJ music in between comedians and magicians and acoustic guitarists, and they'll be talking to the businesses. And then in the last hour of the night will all be karaoke. So that'll be a pretty cool thing. So on the show next Wednesday, we'll have more details about it and go from there.
So can any businesses sign up as far as coming in
to get part of it?
Yeah, to be part of it.
Yeah, and in fact, they had me build a website for them. Oh, we have another call coming in. Hold that thought.
All right.
We're going to talk about the website for them when we get back to this. Hi, you are on Call Me Oz Live.
What up, Oz? This is Buck.
This is Buck D. So
Yes, sir. What's up?
we were just talking about you.
Uh-oh.
Were you watching? So Buck D was the comedian that was on my show, what, about a month ago?
Yeah.
So we had a great time with him. It was a great show, super hilarious. And why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on a monthly basis?
All right, so every third Thursday, you can come check me out. I'll be at Nexus Silver Tap Room. For anybody who doesn't know, that is the Nexus on the west side, off of Coors and Ouray.
Okay.
Right there in the center between, there's that Golden Corral and Wingstop.
Oh, okay. I was actually kind of wondering exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know where it is. And what do you do on the third Thursday of every month there?
Oh, man, I act up. We have a ball. We have a ball. So it's every third Thursday at 8 p.m. That's when the doors open. Actually, when I say the doors are open, that's when everyone gets settled in for the show.
Right.
We want you to get there a little early so you don't have to stand, because it's a packed house.
Right.
And I do want to let everybody know it's not just myself. I do have other stand-up comedians there, so you get a full night. And the best thing about it is it's free. You just come in, get you a beer, get you something to eat, and sit down and laugh.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
And this is not like open mic comedy, right?
Oh no, sir, no. It's not open mic. You're gonna get prepared material, new material every month.
Right. That's what's awesome about it. So I know we have a picture of you up here behind us, so everybody can identify who you are now. So that's a good
I hope
thing.
you got my good side.
Yeah.
I hope you got my good side.
I think so. Let's see. I believe so. You look good, Buck D. You look good. You're looking sharp, my friend. So I'm going to be on your radio show next Tuesday. Correct?
Next Tuesday, Oz will be on my show, which is with my brother LB Johnson. The show's called Shut Up and Talk.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the show on your if you have an iPhone, you can go to iTunes and download the Radius Radio app.
Okay.
That's Radius RADIUS Radio.
Okay.
And also in your Google Play Store as well.
Nice. Very nice. So there you go, guys. Now you know where to find it.
Yeah, and so what I would do, if anybody who's listening, go ahead, download the app now. We're on Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 to 10:30 Mountain Standard Time.
Right.
And next Tuesday, Oz will be the man. He said he's going to sit in with us the entire show. And I promise you, we will make sure you see Oz in a different light next Tuesday.
Okay, so I'm kind of scared now, Buck D.
No, in a good way.
Oh, in a good way. Okay.
In a good way.
You're
The thing
scaring
is,
me.
we're on the internet, so we're on the apps, so we could speak freely and talk
Nice.
about subjects that usually a lot of people kind of, we don't shy away from, but we don't talk about a lot. But then, we're gonna dig into your background, what you have going on. So it's gonna be all about you, Oz.
Oh, okay. That should be fun
Yep.
and scary.
Look,
there's
me on your show. You get survival.
there is a lot of dirt in my life, man.
Oh, see, now I didn't know that. So now you just opened the can of worms.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you calling in tonight, my friend. So,
Oh, no problem.
okay, thank you for calling in. Yeah, people, seriously, if you have not seen Buck D, and this guy, he's funny. Like, he's funny. So, if you...
It's a lot of big things on the horizon. But I actually, you know what? Last Saturday, I was down at Buffalo Thunder, and I opened for a very popular comedian. His name is Ngayo Belam from the Bay Area. He's been on the road 22 years. I'm sad that I didn't get the word out with you, but that's okay. So now I know everything that I have going on.
Right.
First person I need to go ahead and get that information out to is you, so everybody can know about it.
Yeah, definitely let me know. Just call into the show. And, of course, remember on the website under No More Laughs, if you scroll down to the bottom, that quick little form, I think it's 4 lines. You can submit your information right there, and we'll pop it up on the pages. So,
no
pretty
problem.
easy. Pretty easy. Well, thanks again for calling in, and I will look forward to seeing you on Tuesday.
No problem. Everybody, just like I said, download the Radius Radio app so you can already have it in place and listen to Oz on the Shut Up and Talk show next Tuesday.
Great. I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
All right.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. That was Buck D. Join the show next Tuesday. Now I'm scared. Like,
You just opened the can of worms, man.
like, this could be interesting, very interesting. So
yeah.
we'll see what happens. So we were talking about the website
Okay.
for the source. So the source website template is already up and published. It's thesourcenm.net. Yeah, Call Me Oz builds websites in case you didn't know that. So we do websites. So it's already up. Now it's up to them to fill in all the blanks. And as soon as they get all the blanks filled in, then any business can become part of this network. And they actually have a cool way of doing it. Like when you join Chamber of Commerce or whatever, you pay a yearly fee of say $300 or whatever the case is. So the way this place is doing it is the membership fee is technically $500, but instead of a business just having to pay out $500, they buy these. They sell $10, $50 raffle tickets for the networking event.
Yeah.
And that raffle ticket gets you into the networking event with all the entertainment going on. It also includes your appetizers, and I believe it includes 1 or 2 drinks. I can't remember. I want to say it's 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And then also your raffle ticket goes in the drawings to win the door prizes for the night. So that's the way they're doing it. So kind of a cool way of doing it instead of just paying,
dishing out some $500.
yeah, instead of dishing out $500 to be a member. And not that that's a bad thing. I mean, a lot of these networking groups really do get your name out to other businesses. So, so I think it's going to be a cool thing. So we'll go from there. Let's see. The other thing I did want to mention too, this just happened yesterday. Ribs in Los Lunas just became a sponsor of Call Me Oz yesterday. And their enhanced listings will be posted on the Find a Place to Sing page as well as live music. But they are doing karaoke on Thursday nights right now, but they're shifting to Tuesdays starting February 12th. So just so y'all make note of that, especially all you people in Los Lunas and Belen that go there. So karaoke will be at Ribs on Tuesdays, Camino Real on Wednesdays, Mariscos Altamar on Thursdays, and then Camino Real on Saturdays. And then also in Belen, we have Hub City Brewery, which also just jumped on as a sponsor last week. And they do it on Thursdays, and they're right by the Rail Runner station, which is really cool.
And that's in Los Lunas?
That one's in Belen.
Belen.
Yeah, the other 3 are in Los Lunas, but Hub City Brewery is in Belen, and it's become a favorite spot for a lot of people, like, because it's like this 100-year-old house.
Yeah.
And they do it in the different rooms. It's really an awesome place.
That's cool,
now,
man.
in the summer, they do it outside on the patio, so it's pretty cool. They're going to be bringing a lot of live music on Saturday nights down there, so looking forward to some cool stuff going. Then we also have, let's go ahead and just make the announcement early. KJ McLain, well, Kamikazee Karaoke actually, will be starting at Desert Valley Brewery. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Desert Valley Brewing Company, I believe.
Yeah, Desert Valley Brewing Company, and that is over, I can't tell you the exact location because it drives me crazy on the west side, but it's like 528 in Cottonwood.
Yeah, it's, if you know where Boxing Bear is, it's very close in the vicinity of Boxing Bear, so I think it's just west of there on Alameda, I believe.
Right.
I haven't been there yet myself, so going out there tomorrow, check it out. So
yeah.
Cool.
So Kamikazee Karaoke will be running that on Thursday nights. I think you said 7 to 11?
I haven't discussed times, but it sounds like it's either 8 to 12 or 7 to 11, so it's going to be in that time frame.
I think he said 7 to 11,
Yeah.
I think is what he said, yeah. So that should be a pretty cool thing, and that's going to start January 24th?
I think 24th is when you want to start, yeah.
Yeah, not next Thursday, but the Thursday
I
after.
mean, originally it said the 17th, but the 24th, I believe, is what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he wanted to put it off 1 week so he could do some marketing.
Yeah.
Get the name out for more people. So I want to say hello to James, Lenore, Terry, and Buddy. And
What's up, y'all?
right?
Thanks for joining us.
Exactly. And Terry and Buddy, I know you are East Mountainers, so you will be at Red Velvet Friday, right?
Right, buddy?
Right, Buddy? We know that. We know where you live, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while, buddy.
I agree with McLain, Buddy. In fact, I don't think I've seen you since the fair, so it would be great to see you at Red Velvet on Friday. Definitely.
It'd be good to see how you guys come out. We're going to have a good time on Friday.
Yes, so please join us. So that's what's going on. Also, you can advertise on this show. We can have commercials. We have a ticker that rolls on the bottom, which you can see Red Velvet on right there. We can also do things called logo reveals, which means that your logo pops up. And you can also keep these video clips to use on social media marketing. So it's a pretty cool ordeal. All you got to do is just let me know, and I'll come explain to you a little more how that works. And we also do the live show every Wednesday at 6 p.m. So now we're going to talk a little bit about McLain. It's like, really? Yeah. Have you been in Albuquerque all your life?
Yeah, I was born and raised in the East Mountains, so I've pretty much been here the majority of my life. I moved around a little bit, but
Oh, wow.
the majority of it's spent here.
So you're a native East Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Grew up in Sandia Park,
Oh, wow.
right off Frost Road.
Where about on Frost Road?
You know where the Sandia Knolls is?
Yes.
Just about a mile past there
Okay.
before you hit Vallecitos.
Oh,
Road.
right.
Yeah, I grew up in that little valley there.
Nice.
So that's where my parents are still at today. So.
They're still there?
Yep.
That's cool. We lived on Frost Road for a while. We lived there for, I don't know, probably about a year. And while we lived there is when we looked for our house in Edgewood, and then we moved to Edgewood, and we lived there for, I don't know, a long time.
Yeah.
I want to say 16 years, but I think it might have even been longer than that. Then I left, and now I'm back in the mountains. I don't know. It's kind of like when you live out there, you kind of...
Yeah, I've tried living down in the city a few times, and it's never really settled with me well. So I'm in Edgewood now as well, so
Yeah.
been there for 12 years. So
Literally right down the road. From me.
yeah, right down the road.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So how many, do you have brothers and sisters?
I have two brothers, two younger brothers. They both work in the film industry doing special effects, and so they're always busy. Hardly ever see them. They're always out and about doing movies. So
Right.
you know.
And there's a lot of that going on, and with Netflix coming in and everything.
Oh yeah, it's only going to get busier for sure. So
Yeah, it's going to blow up even
it's
more.
definitely a good industry to be in right now here in the state.
Exactly. Good
I
place.
think they're going to keep everybody busy.
Yeah. Well, Netflix is definitely going to keep people busy. So I was trying to reminisce and think of where we met. So I believe it was in Madrid.
Yeah, it's exactly where we met. And Sandy brought you out there, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that was one of my favorite venues. The sound in there is just amazing.
Right.
You know, we were doing it once a month, and it kind of tapered off, and they wanted to do every other month, and it lost momentum, and it was just kind of hard to keep it going out there. But you know, when it's not consistent, nobody knows when to show up, and if you know, they didn't see your invite or whatever that the case might be, it just kind of tapered off. So we decided to pull the plug on that one. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was a great place. And is
great
that
place.
when you were really just starting to do karaoke?
No, actually, I started karaoke. Actually, I don't know if you know Mike Y, but he lives up in the East Mountains as well, and he does karaoke over at Dragonhorn.
Oh, yes.
So Mike Y, he had actually, we used to sing with them, and they were like, well, hey, I have a karaoke company down in Albuquerque. Would you guys care to run it for me? And we're like, well, we never really thought about it. So me and my wife Valerie decided, well, let's give it a shot, and we started running it for him, and then we ran that for about a year. That was in 2014, 15, somewhere around there. So we did that for about a year until our daughter Avila was born.
Oh, that's right.
So we kind of took a break for about a year, and then once I decided to start getting back into it, that's when I found Tractor.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlos down there, he's a wonderful guy, man. He got me hooked up down there. So and I've been there 5 years now.
Yeah.
Or so.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It's been it's been a good run there, and you know they appreciate me down there. I appreciate them, you know, giving me the opportunity. It's been a real great experience down there. We've had small crowds, huge crowds. I mean, we've had 120 singers on a busy night, and it's real hard to keep up with, and you know.
Yeah.
It's hard to get everybody in. I mean, you almost wish you had a time machine, you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can only fit so many songs into 4 hours, you know. So, but it's been a good run, and you know, I think 2016 was my busiest year. I was out 6 nights a week, by myself.
I remember that.
So got a little worn out, backed off last year, 2018, a little bit, and just doing tractor, kind of keeping that going. And they just recently, we just recently started as of the first year their West Side location on Thursdays from 7 to 11. So we'll be there out there. It's been a really good start. We've had some great singers come out from the West Side, people that I don't normally get to see, down at the Wells Park location. And we've been having a lot of fun with them out there. A lot of people have been coming back. We did it every other week, kind of up to the first of the year, but now we're going full force on every Thursday. So
nice.
So come out and see us there. And then, like you were saying, we're getting ready to start the Desert Valley Brewing Company, and of course Red Velvet. So
yes,
we're going to be busy this year. So
absolutely. So that means that you need a Wednesday night gig.
Yep, Wednesday, Saturday night. Anybody's got any suggestions, let me know.
Right. All we need is a Wednesday, Saturday to get him.
Monday, Sunday too, Yep. Why not? Fill it up.
To get him cranking all the time.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal of Call Me Oz, is to have all the KJ companies out there at minimum. I would like to see every single KJ and KJ company to have a minimum of 5 nights. Ultimately 6 or 7, however many they want to handle. But
yeah. We don't go crazy first, but yeah.
That would be good. That would be good. That's awesome. So, and I will say, Tractor Brewery. So one thing about Tractors, they just don't do advertising. That's just their gig, which is fine. But that is like, I've always loved Tractor Wells Park. Haven't been to the West Side one. I don't even know if I'll be able to ever get it in my schedule to go up there. But the Tuesdays, when that pops up on my schedule, I'm like, yes. It is a fun place. It is like a lot of fun. I think I either videoed or did a short live on the last time I was down there. So now you have, on the stage, you have the trusses up there. Are those yours or are those there?
Those trusses I set up, that was for a special event. I don't do it every week. When I first started there, I used to set up all the equipment, the lights, the truss, the whole 9 yards, and I couldn't get anybody to stand on the stage. Couldn't, so it's like I'm about to put a wired mic up there, and say, the mic's up there. So we tried the stage again last night, and people were real receptive to it. So,
good.
It's just everybody's different. Some people like to hide back with their friends. Some people like to be in the center, spotlight, whatever. But, so we're gonna play around with it. We've been talking about putting a little bit more of a permanent setup for that type of thing in there, but we haven't quite got there yet. So
that would be awesome.
We'll see. We've been talking about it and throwing it around, so we'll see what we can get done this year. But
so that night that I showed up, I just got lucky that it was it a birthday party or something?
It's actually their Christmas party, so I had everything set up for their Christmas party, and karaoke was the next day. So it just happened to work out.
Perfect.
Just happened to work out. So
well, that was a very ultimate karaoke experience, because you guys had the stage, you had the trusses, you had the lights, you had the fog. I wonder if what made the difference was the fact that you had your KJ station right there by the stage.
The only problem with that is it's really hard to dial in the singers. It's when you're behind the speakers, you're not getting a lot of the frequencies and stuff, and it's hard to tell. So you're constantly having to go out in front of the speakers.
Right.
Usually like to be out in front of the singers. It doesn't always work out, but we had that set up that way so they could utilize all their tables for the party and stuff. But I don't know. It worked out fine. I've done enough sound in my day to be able to kind of figure it out from behind the speakers, but it's not always the easiest thing to do.
And I will say something when it comes to sound in a Kamikazee show. Let me tell you something. The sound is phenomenal. I am telling you right now that you will love the sound of Kamikazee karaoke. So like I said, go to Red Velvet on Friday if you don't believe me.
Come check us out.
When it comes to sound, this guy has got it nailed every single time.
Thanks, man.
You do a great job.
It's definitely an important part of karaoke, man. If you can't hear yourself and you can't, and the music's not mixed correctly, it's not as good as an experience as it,
Exactly.
If everything's out of balance, it actually makes you hold back when you sing. Is what I've noticed with people. So if you get their vocals up in there and you get your mix right, the singer has a much better time because they can hear themselves, correctly, I guess would be the
Right,
word
yeah.
I'm looking for.
For me,
Yeah.
when the sound is bad, I lose my confidence.
Yeah.
And I just kind of go inside myself and I just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to get through this song and then I'm done. But when the sound is good, the confidence level goes 10 times fold, 10 times higher. Absolutely. So the sound is really critical. One thing that I've also noticed about you is you actually stand at your board and like actually work it and stuff. I see a lot of KJs that set it and then they just walk away.
Yeah.
And they go chat with their friends or they go smoke a cigarette or they go do this. And meanwhile, the song is fluctuating. And by the time you get to the middle or the end of the song, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's bad.
A lot of the karaoke files are so up and down. You literally have to sit there through the whole song just in case,
Yep.
because all of a sudden it hits a part and the treble falls out or there's no bass, so you got to be there to kind of correct it. But
Correct.
and then too, people when they're singing, sometimes when you go high, you're not as loud, or if you're going higher, sometimes people pull the mic back, and this is karaoke. Not everybody's a professional singer, so some people hold the mic down like this, and so it's just a constant struggle trying to get everybody dialed in.
Yes.
So, but it's definitely crucial to stay on top of it because I believe it makes everybody have a much better time.
Exactly.
When they know you're working for them,
I totally agree. Like I say, that's what I love about it. When it comes to Tractor, I love the ambiance of it. I love the crowd. The crowd is always really awesome there. They're also real responsive. And you stay on the board and you make it right. And I'm not going to say this. I'm going to let you tell everybody. So where does the name Kamikazee Karaoke come from?
Well, it was my... I wanted to push singers to... Well, let me back up here. So when I used to go out in karaoke, before I was even running it, I'd see a lot of people sing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. So I wanted to create a kind of culture where we push each other to sing better, not better stuff, but new stuff. Push the envelope, different things. So when we did Kamikazee Karaoke, I started out doing, pieces of paper. You pull the song out, and we've tried the wheel and the Wheel of Fortune, wherever you spin. So that way at least you can study the songs and if it lands on that one, you've got a chance at it or whatever,
Right.
But it's ultimately turned out to just be something that people have fun with their friends.
Yeah.
So, for instance, I'll go and sign you up. I'm not going to tell you what I'm signing you up for. But, I could be nice and pick something in the realm of what you could sing.
Right.
Or I could just mess you up.
Right. You could make me sing Patsy Cline instead of Quiet Riot.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's just something. It pushes me to sing different stuff. I mean, people pick stuff for me all the time that I don't even know. They're like, I'm kamikazing you. Do it. I'm like, I don't even know what this is. Whatever. It's fun. It's karaoke. If you're not having fun doing karaoke, you should probably go home.
Yeah, you're right.
Go home, sit in front of the TV. Yep. But karaoke's for fun. It's not. Some people have thought it was picking on them or whatever. It's not. It's not picking on. It's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to, push you to become a better singer.
Sure.
And it helps you find your range too. I mean, I've kamikaze people with songs they never thought they could sing, and now it's their favorite song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they were just too scared to get that little push to do something different. And that's sometimes what it takes. And that's
they try it and they just
ultimately what it's about.
And they'll come back and they go, that really wasn't too bad. And then they just keep singing the song.
Yeah, so, go home and study it or whatever the case might be. But yeah.
So I very rarely let people do kamikaze on me. And really the reason why, and I said this on the show once before and I'll say it again, the main reason why I don't is if anybody out there gets judged, I get judged more than anybody because a lot of people hear my name. So they think that I'm going to be this amazing singer, which I'm really not, but I just love karaoke. And I don't even know why I'm in this position, but I am. And, so a lot of people misjudge me or they think that, that's the reason I am who I am, but that's not the reason I am who I am. And so then if I sing a song, then and I've seen it, the people are like, that's Oz? what the, and they get the wrong impression. So I veer away from that. But I do remember one time at Tractor that I allowed you guys to do Kamikazee karaoke on me, and we pulled out the slip and we started the song, and it was "Come On Feel the Noise" by Quiet Riot, which just so happened to be a song in my repertoire. But they didn't know that. So I sang the song, and it was like, oh, that was cool, So I got really lucky that night. But other than that, I think, for some people love doing just Kamikazee karaoke. They actually do.
Yep. There's people that come in and just say, just pick me a song.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, got you.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially if you kind of know them, like if you were to pick a song for me, I'm sure you could pick a song that I could be halfway decent at.
Yeah, it's a little difficult sometimes because if you don't really have a rapport with somebody or really know them that well, you don't even know where to even start,
Where to begin.
So, but
right.
With Tractor, I've been there so long, and a lot of the singers I've known for years now, and it's just something fun to mess with each other, and push each other to try different stuff and do better. So because we're here every week, we're here every Tuesday, we want a mix of music. We don't want to listen to the same thing every week. I mean, it's one of those things. But and I understand too, though. People have their songs, they want to sing them, and
they do.
Do it to it, But
And I will also go back to the sound. So McLain was the KJ that did the Balloon Fiesta this year. And there was a very specific reason why we picked McLain, because I already knew what the setup was going to be at the Balloon Fiesta. I already knew that I knew what the stage setup was going to be. I knew how big the area was going to be. I knew it was going to be outdoors. And not only did we have to make sure that we had a sound system that could carry through this bar area that they had, and we knew we were going to have 300 people in there. But additionally, on top of that, we also knew that we were going to have tens of thousands of people surrounding us, which they did. Mm-hmm. The morning show, not so much. Of course, it was pretty much a cancellation anyway, but the following night at the Balloon Glow, especially since the Balloon Glow was canceled, but there was still 100,000 people there.
I remember turning around. There's about 50,000 to 100,000 people behind me now.
There was. And I'm not kidding you. We flocked the people in. It was amazing how many people there were. The sound was crystal clear. It was very specific and very crystal clear. You could go to any corner of that bar, and not only could you hear it, but the amazing thing was not only could you hear the sound, the music perfectly, but you could be standing right next to somebody and have a conversation with them without yelling. That is amazing sound, because sometimes you go into places and the sound is just so loud that you got to scream to each other. But when you can monitor sound and make it to the point where it's loud, but you can still have a conversation, that's amazing. I had to walk out to the vehicle, which was a pretty good distance from the stage. Yeah, and Alan Gonzalez was singing Journey, and I could hear it perfectly clear at my vehicle, above and beyond all the people that were
the vendors liked it too, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, except for our competitor down the road. They didn't have any customers, but we won't talk about that. It's all about entertainment, folks. That's what it's all about. And karaoke, in a lot of ways, can draw in so many more people than even live bands can. Because it's a variety of music. You've got this guy singing country, and then this guy singing rock, and then this guy singing heavy metal, and this guy singing R&B. It's a massive variety, so it draws a massive variety of people.
Well, I think there's always like a misconception too. People think that we're just a bunch of drunk people trying to sing songs. You know what I mean?
Dropping microphones.
Yeah, dropping the microphones.
I know.
Yeah, it's not what karaoke's like. At least not in Albuquerque.
1970s.
Yeah, I think we really opened the people there. I mean, from all around the world, opened their eyes to whoa. Karaoke is pretty freaking cool.
And it's very entertaining.
It's entertaining, and I can be a part of it. I can be a part of this show.
That's right.
And that's one of the most important things about karaoke is, you can go and watch a band every week, the same band, but when you're doing karaoke, you're part of the show. You're part of the experience.
Right.
And
I think that's what makes it happen.
That's what separates it from a lot of other things
exactly
out there. So
Exactly.
So you get to be a part of it. You're part of the show. You're the star for that 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That 3 to 5 minutes, you're the star, and that's what counts. So, Tractor Brewery, Wells Park, every Tuesday from 7 to 11 right now?
8 to 12, sorry.
Oh, 8 to 12. Yeah, 8 to 12.
7 to 11 on the west side.
Okay, west side is Thursday, 7 to 11. Red Velvet Underground, 7 to 11 on Fridays. Family friendly. And actually, isn't Tractor also family friendly?
Yes.
Yes.
Up until the kitchen closes.
Okay.
Say at 10.
So about 10 o'clock, yeah, up until about 10, you know, and I don't see a lot of kids in there, but I do see every once in a while, I see a few kids hanging out.
We get a few kids in there. You know, it's totally friendly. So anybody's welcome. And
so it's a cool place. And then, Desert Valley starting on the 24th is where you can find Kamikazee Karaoke. So that's going to be some cool stuff. Anything else you want everybody else out there to know?
No, just, I mean, keep singing, keep coming out, you're supporting the local community. You know, this is what we love to do. This is what we do. And we're glad that we have a great audience like you guys out here to support us all. And we're here for you guys, man.
Exactly. So come support those venues. As long as we have the support, the venues will continue to do karaoke. If they don't, well, then they're going to get rid of karaoke. So that's what it boils down to. So some of you may have seen the post that I put up. I have re-inherited my Southern Territory with my other company, which is an industrial chemical company. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I don't have enough to do, I guess. So I'm going to give up some sleep, a couple hours a day. Oh, well.
That's all it takes, man.
That's all it takes, you know. But I'm getting tired of going down there and training salespeople, and then they don't work out. So I've just decided that I will take care of all the accounts down there. I have to go to El Paso every other month for an entire week straight, for 5 days straight. And but at the same time, I've decided, as you know, we've been looking at, well, we've kind of started it already. Colmeo's in the north, south, west, and east. And this is, I'm going to use this opportunity to really blow up Colmeo's in the south, specifically targeting El Paso to begin with. I'll be working with KJ Frankie down there. And he has 7 gigs right now. I think he has 2 KJs plus himself. So while I'm down there, I will be at King's X on Mondays, and then I will be at the Briar Patch on Tuesdays. And then I just got to check with him and figure out where I'll be on Wednesdays and Thursdays while I'm down there. We already have a following of a couple thousand people down in El Paso, so I'm sure we'll start blowing up El Paso just like we're doing here in Albuquerque. And that's the goal. So we'll see what happens when we go from there. I want to thank all of our newest sponsors, not of the show, but of the regular website. We have, like I said, The Source New Mexico. We just built their website for them, the template. Pro Event Audio and Visual. I meet with him on Friday. He's the KJ down at Ribs in Los Lunas, Randy Gomez, and we're going to be building a website for him. I'm actually really excited about this website. I didn't realize... Whoa!
Sorry.
Did you break the chair?
I don't know.
No, you didn't break the chair.
Okay.
It broke you. This guy has, like, I didn't know how much equipment this guy has, but he does, like, huge shows, like 10,000 seats kind of shows. Movie screens. He has tents and chairs and tables. Like, this guy can do some serious stuff. So I'm really excited about building his website for him. It's going to take a long time to build it, but we start on Friday, so that's going to be awesome. And then Lucky 66 Bowl renewed their ads. And then, like I said, Hub City Brewery just jumped on board, starting with enhanced listings, and also Ribs and Los Lunas did as well. So glad to see them all jumping on and stuff like that. So, do you know who Beethoven is?
Who's that?
Beethoven. The classic.
Never heard of him. No, of course.
Do you know what happens when you play him backwards?
Can't say that I do.
He decomposes.
Oh. Now he's a comedian.
Not really. So I want to thank the sponsors of our show, Double L Media, who is also the production of this show. If you need any kind of video work done, this guy can do it for you. As you can see, the show is very professional. If you really knew what the studio was like, you would be amazed. Not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying you wouldn't believe it. But yeah, it's amazing. So he can do video commercials for you. He can do logo reveals. He can video your wedding. He can video your graduation. He can video your St. Valentine's Night. Whatever you want, he can do it. So he's really awesome with this stuff. And it's a lot of fun for him. He really enjoys what he does. It's really a passion for him. So if you hire Double L Media to do your video work, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And then Twisted Arbor, who you saw the beginning of the commercials, that is actually his fiance that does those. And you talk about amazing gifts. Patricia spends hours twisting this stuff. Could you do this?
Nope.
No way. I don't even know how she does it, but somehow or another she does it, and she comes up with some incredible stuff. And then of course Drastic Entertainment, Sarah, she's just amazing. I love you to death if you're watching. I saw her last night, and I will see her again tomorrow night. So she's really awesome. Drastic Entertainment, and they can help you out with whatever, but I think she's booked until after her honeymoon, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is like end of May. So, sorry for you.
It's a good thing to have.
It's a good problem to have. Yeah. So she's getting married on 4/20. What? I'm just telling you, April 20th, she's getting married. And then she's going on a honeymoon for about a month, if you can believe that.
Hey. If you're going to be slammed till then, you might as well.
Mm-hmm. Might as well. So, well, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and thank everybody that watches it thereafter, of course. And we will see you at the Sandbar tonight in about an hour.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Have a good night.
All right. Take care, y'all. See you out there, one of these venues.
Exactly. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Cities of Gold Casino presents DJ Drastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you guys out to the Cities of Gold Casino. Inside the Golden Cantina, we brought karaoke starting at 9 o'clock with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host. I hope to see you guys every Saturday night at the Cities of Gold Casino inside the Golden Cantina.
Drastic Entertainment.